Audio.
Hey, how's it going? Okay, so this is going to be about the 12-inch step down. So we're going to take a little bit of a briefer explanation on some of this stuff. So if something doesn't make sense, I encourage you to watch your 6-inch step down video that we have probably like over here or below or somewhere on our channel. With that being said, if you're one of our clients, you've probably already seen that stuff, so really remember all the coaching points that Lily or I have given you with that. One thing with this 12-inch side step down is one, this isn't really 12 inches, it's probably like 15. So we're gonna use an AirX pad. Feel free to use anything in your gym that's about an inch or two to kind of like help mediate the fixed heights of the equipment you're working with. Okay, we're gonna put that there. It's about a foot now. Okay, so you're probably wondering what's different between this and the 6-inch side step down. Not much, really. It's the same thing. Our coaching points are the same. We want to maintain good breathing and bracing and spinal positioning, as well as good proper rooting, balance right here over the tripod or quadpod foot. Okay. The main difference is that it's just going to be a bigger range of motion. Over time, we do want to push the range of motion once we have the prerequisite form qualifications and strength qualifications and coordination qualifications. Simply because we need to train in different ranges. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt when you get in them. Lily and I are both very active outdoor people. And if I find myself in a situation where I need to absorb my body's weight at around this position with one leg, I definitely don't want to find out that I didn't have the capacity to do that 4 miles into a hike when I don't have self-service or something like that. Or really anywhere. Do you?
No, not at all.
Okay, so going over the main things here, breathing and bracing, spinal positioning, rooting over the foot, okay? If you're drifting forwards, backwards, side to side, you're gonna experience a lot of instabilities. We really want you to not focus on all the things going on, but remember your foundational principles. We truly believe that if you focus on your breathing and bracing, spinal positioning, and just staying centered on your foot, that the knee, the hip, the arms, the pelvis will all sort itself out. But I don't know about you, Lily, when you focus on those things, does it always work that well, or does it work better when you focus on your breathing and feet?
Oh, I can't think about too many things at one time actually effectively. I imagine you had the same experience, so I have to keep it really pared down to exactly what I need to be thinking about so I can be honest with myself and get good movements out of my body.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 reps facing you guys, and 2 reps facing that way so you can see from the front and side, and Lily's gonna coach you guys through it. Okay.
All right, so John is going to keep his weight 1 inch in front of his ankle, this place that we talk about all the time. I hope you're getting sick of it because it's so important. He's going to fight to keep his foot centered on that place. He's going to breathe 360, and he's going to hold that brace so the diaphragm is pushing down, so there's pressure all around in 360 direction so that he can keep the ribs and the pelvis parallel to each other, as he's going to focus on keeping his weight right over the middle of his foot. Brings his arms out in front of him. That helps him counterbalance just a little bit.
If you want a more advanced exercise, you can bring the arms in, but I would prefer to use the arms and maintain good balance than challenge myself and lose the point of the drill.
And then he's going to lower himself down really slow. Do you see how he didn't put all of his weight down on that leg? So, yes. There's no bouncing off the floor. There's no even losing all of your weight on the ground. This isn't really, you're not stepping down to go somewhere. The slowly lowering down and the slowly coming back up is the point of this drill. Nice. And when he stays super focused on being on the center of his foot, his knee tracks well, his hips are going to stay in line with the diaphragm. Nice job, John. Yep. And you can see there's a little wobble in his foot. Fighting to keep your foot centered is not an easy thing, and it's going to recruit so many muscles, not only in your foot and your calf, but also in your lateral hip to keep yourself stable. So trying to minimize those wobbles as much as you can so that you can find that place where you're actually centered on your foot is going to recruit all up the chain of your body.
Totally. And one last thing here is, despite the fact that this is a 12-inch step down, sometimes you can't maintain those foundational principles and hit the depth. We use the 12-inch because it's a very convenient number, and it's a very easy number for people to ballpark and guess. But just know that all we're really doing is giving you an added range, or any range, to challenge yourself, okay? If you can't go to the ground, or the air X pad or whatever, without compromising your position, your form and movement integrity, then don't go down all the way.
It's not worth it.
If you have to stop an inch short today, stop an inch short. We'll try again tomorrow. This is about building sustainable movement patterns for movement longevity, or as some people like to call your health span. This is not about completing point A to point B. It's about learning, growing, and getting better. Anything else?
No, enjoy.